how come overall only 30% of you folks are happy?
So according to a new poll out by Pew Research, gay and lesbian clients that took this poll reported being less happy than the average person in society. So the numbers broke down like this. 18% of gay and lesbian respondents said that they were happy versus 30% of regular people in this country. So to me, that's a very striking difference. What is it telling us about gay and lesbian culture, and what do we have as a group to work on to help elevate people to a happier state?
But to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, you're coming to a group who has been told you're not good enough, you are a second-class citizen, you don't deserve anything that you have, yet here we are, a culture, especially gay men, who are very affluent and have great jobs and do all these things, but yet this still is the external stuff that's not making them internally happy, and it's because we've been told you're not good enough, no matter how you look at it. And so it doesn't surprise me at all that this is the way people are responding. Now, I also would tag on to that, define happiness.
Right.
Okay.
That's a big piece of it.
Yeah.
I would add another question, which is, how come overall only 30% of you folks are happy? Wait a minute.
Hey, you can legally marry. I mean,
And that's the key to happiness?
That is it.
We're going to talk about that.
Okay, now that right there is a question. But, I agree with Rick. Our community is struggling against openly accepted discrimination.
Yes.
So if in 29 states, you could go to work any day of the week and get fired, lose your benefits, lose your job because you're gay or lesbian. So you spend every day being afraid. Is today, I got called into the manager's office, is today they're going to tell me you're fired. We found out you're lesbian. So there are these hurdles, there are just these walls built that keep us from having that sense of openness and access to the same story that the rest of America has. The level of stress and tension is unbelievable.
Yeah. And at a deeper level, what else are we talking about here? Because I think the other piece of this is how people need acceptance and love unconditionally from their families. And so many people that are gay and lesbian don't get this.
right. I mean, we're marginalized, right? We're still seen as abnormal. And I think even though many of our families have come around and they're coming around, it's still, the message is that you're different, you're not the norm. I would have preferred, this is what I hear from a lot of clients who have parents, I would have preferred that you married a man. I would have preferred to be at your wedding with a man, but I'm accepting the fact that you're with a woman. So it's like, it's backhanded. Okay, I'm accepting it because I don't have a choice. And I think it's hard to really like yourself, and when you know that your parents are sort of just accepting you.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you. Everyone has that kind of need within them to kind of make mommy and daddy proud. So it really, it stays with you, especially when you get older. You may have this, you may have a good job, you may have material things, but at the end of the day, you still have that little feeling within you. It's like, okay, maybe I do wish I had a different lifestyle, but that's not changing. That's not going to change anytime soon. So the sooner you get to the point to where you can kind of accept it and be happy with yourself for who you are, the better off, the happier you'll be.
But it does speak to the idea that this happiness journey is something that is a little more challenging when you have to not just overcome how you wish you could please your parents differently, but then you have to say, and I can't do that, but now I'm going to please myself. And I think that's a big hurdle.
I think also to contain your emotion, to contain my affection to my partner, because I'm afraid of how it's going to make my family members feel. Even though they're accepting of us, they're welcoming of her, I'm aware of is my hand on her leg right now? What am I going to make them uncomfortable? And I think it makes it hard you don't want to make people uncomfortable. You want to be respectful. But if I were with a man, I would have my hand on his leg and I wouldn't think twice.
Exactly. Wouldn't think twice.
I think one of the things that's probably most prevalent for most people who have come through that doorway is the statements of, we love you, but we'll never accept your lifestyle, or, we'll accept the sinner, but not the sin. We're still marginalized, and it's like, if love is love, it's very simple. Just be who we are. And at the core, this happiness thing is just fucking love me. Just take me and say, you're human and you're okay. And so I'm not surprised by this stat that 18% of people say, I'm not happy, because everybody's not happy in some way, shape, or form. But when we bear the Samsonite luggage that we do as gays and lesbians, by always hearing, you're not good enough, that's a tough road to walk.
So really, happiness is a journey that each of us is on in different ways. And while there is this Cinderella outlook that we should all be happy every day, it should be very easy, the truth is that it's not. And so as we go through these journeys of coming out, of owning who we are and being authentic, each of us has to look at a normal level of happiness and embrace that whenever we can and keep working on it. Yeah.